Puerto Vallarta is a popular destination for travelers around the world, with luxury resorts, verdant jungles, beautiful beaches, and a small town culture. Since it's not as well known as Los Cabos or Cancun, there is a number of Puerto Vallarta frequently asked questions that travelers will usually ask, and I'm sure you will love to know. So in this video, we will have you ready to throw a swimsuit in a bag and board the next flight out. Let's get started! 1. Where is Puerto Vallarta? Puerto Vallarta is located on Mexico's west coast, facing the Pacific Ocean and surrounded by the Sierra Madre Occidental Mountains. If you look closer at where is Puerto Vallarta, you will see that it's in the Banderas Bay, a calm but large bay lined by palm trees. It's in the same line as Hawaii, so it is the perfect location for a great getaway. 2. How do I get to Puerto Vallarta? Flying into the Puerto Vallarta airport is the quickest and easiest way to get to Puerto Vallarta or Nuevo Vallarta, given the number of flights arriving daily. There are several US and Canadian cities with direct flights, so in a few hours you can get to Puerto Vallarta for an incredible vacation. And if you like walking, it is better to find an accommodation at downtown to explore all the city attractions by foot. With buses, taxis, and Uber available, it's super easy to move around, or if you decide to drive, you can easily rent a car. And you will also be able to conveniently maneuver around the city and explore the surrounding villages and countryside. 3. Is Puerto Vallarta safe? Yes! Puerto Vallarta is regularly listed as one of the safest cities in Mexico, and there are no Puerto Vallarta travel restrictions for US citizens. While other areas in Mexico struggle with ganging and violence, Vallarta is a safe haven for destination weddings, spring break trips, and family vacations. Because is Puerto Vallarta safe to travel to is one of the Puerto Vallarta frequently asked questions. Business and community leaders are invested in preventive crime. While there are no official travel restrictions, it is important to use the common sense and adhere to local laws when visiting the destination, much like it is anywhere else in the world. 4. What time is in Puerto Vallarta? Well, Puerto Vallarta is in the Central Standard Time Zone. But one thing important to consider when calculating what time is in Puerto Vallarta is daylight saving time. The city jumps forward an hour on the first Sunday in April and goes back on the last Sunday in October. 5. When is the best time to travel to Puerto Vallarta? Well, figuring out the best time to travel to Puerto Vallarta depends on a few factors. One thing to consider is the weather. Warmer summer temperatures make swimming and scuba diving in the ocean absolutely perfect. But cooler winter weather keeps you from sweating so much while hiking in the mountains. It is also important to think about the tourist season. Winter is a busy time of the year, with more travelers and more events. But summer means big travel deals and fewer people on the beach. 6. When is Puerto Vallarta rainy season? The rainy season in Puerto Vallarta lasts from June to October, with short bursts of rain common in the late afternoons and evenings. These rainfalls typically last about an hour, giving locals and visitors plenty of time in the mornings and afternoons to run errands and go on exciting tours. When the Puerto Vallarta weather starts to storm, look out to the sea for dazzling shows as clouds and lightning roll across the Banderas Bay. And if you're worried about when is the Puerto Vallarta rainy season, you should know that there are several perks to traveling between July and October. And since tourism is typically slower, businesses offer lower rates during the season. And the showers breathe life into the emerald jungles after months of dry weather. Don't let knowing when is the rainy season keep you from experiencing the wonders of the city. 7. What should I do in Puerto Vallarta? Well, the top activities of what to do in Puerto Vallarta range from jungle adventures, water sports on the tropical beaches, and local culture experiences. With the sunny weather and the city's natural beauty, the best things to do are outside. On land, stroll to the cobblestone streets and Malecon boardwalk, or hike to hidden waterfalls in the jungle. To explore explore the ocean, go snorkeling at the Marietas Island, or scuba diving at Los Arcos. To see the humpback whales, the best time to travel to Puerto Vallarta is in the winter. With no travel restrictions, you can safely and confidently enjoy it all. 8. Where to stay in Puerto Vallarta? The city is full of accommodations to choose, from all-inclusive resorts to rental condos and houses. Depending on your budget and the ambience you are looking for, we'll leave you the link of our video about the Puerto Vallarta neighborhoods, so you can choose the best options for your vacation. My personal favorite is the Cinco de Diciembre or downtown area, since not only you will be close to the culture, but also you will be close to the beach and all sorts of options for things to do. And a private balcony and breathtaking views are possible without the crowds of a hotel. 9. When is hurricane season in Puerto Vallarta? Hurricane season in Puerto Vallarta typically lasts from July to October, with most storms coming in September. However, the natural geography of the Banderas Bay protects the city from most storms. Usually, they end up passing farther out the sea or being downgraded to a tropical storm. If hurricane season is when you're traveling, don't worry! You will likely just have some afternoon showers, giving you a chance to curl up with a good book, take a cooking class, or pamper yourself in a spa. 10. Where can I exchange money? However, Puerto Vallarta accepts US dollars in most restaurants and places in general, it's always better to have some pesos with you. I recommend to exchange some money with your bank at home, so you can have time to find a good exchange rate at your arrival. Definitely do not exchange at the airport. It is better to look at some local banks and exchange places at downtown or around the city. I will leave you the link to the bank I have found with the best exchange rate in the downtown area. With no Puerto Vallarta travel restrictions and all your questions answered, it's time to start booking your vacation to paradise and traveling like a pro. So don't forget to visit our website and hope to see you in Puerto Vallarta very soon!